$5,053. That's how much Tania made in her first week when I helped her create an ebook and sell it online. And guess what? It took her less than 24 hours to actually create that ebook. What would you do with an additional $5,000 a week? I mean, some cool stuff, right? So let's stop dreaming and let's make it possible for you, because it's never been easier to actually sell an ebook online. In today's video, I will show you exactly how Tania's story can be your story. So here's what we will cover today. First, I'll show you exactly how to find a sellable ebook idea, even if you think that you have nothing original to offer. Don't worry, I got you covered. Then we're going to talk about the #1 magic trick that doubled my own ebook sale, and no other YouTube video is talking about it, so you don't want to miss that. Then we're also going to talk about how you create an outline for your ebook, even if your thoughts are a little bit all over the place right now. Don't worry about it. And then we'll talk about the 3 key ingredients to make any point in your ebook really come alive. So let's start with the 4-step process. Step number 1, find your ebook idea. I'm pretty sure you might have a lot of questions right now, like, what do I even write an ebook about? Do I even have anything original to offer? Hasn't someone already offered this before, right? Let's get all your questions answered. Finding your ebook idea is really all about just finding a problem worth solving for. And I really want to drive this point home. You always have a problem and you have a desired outcome. And your ebook is literally the bridge to get you from A to B. Because what your ebook ideally does, it sells you a transformation. And the transformation, you can really think about it as before and after. And the after is only possible because of your ebook. So for instance, a before could be you never took a single picture on a Canon DSLR. And then the after could be you can create stunning night photography with a DSLR. And the same thing applies to the business that I'm doing, right? I'm a side hustle coach and I'm helping to go from a 9 to 5 to becoming an entrepreneur. And all of my products really help to gradually ease into entrepreneurship. So think about really problems that you solved. Like, that's really, really key. And the way I like to think about it is, what are your friends like asking you, right? Like, what are the questions they come to you with? Or what is something that you've accomplished that you're really proud of? And if you happen to have a really big following on social media, but you haven't really monetized your audience yet, like, what's the #1 question you get? That's where you start. So for Tania, it was, how did she get her dream Hermes bag in Paris? So the before is not having her Hermes dream bag, and the after is the dream bag in Paris plus saving thousands of dollars. Even with this example, you can see that you can monetize almost any topic. Once you have your idea, I really want you to spend the majority of time on this next step. And this wasn't mentioned anywhere else on the YouTube video, so I was like, I really need to make this because this is so key. It's the magic trick no one really talks about. And I would even argue it's the single most important skill to learn if you have a side hustle or a business. With that said, step number 2 is copywriting. Yes, it is one of the most important skills you need to develop, like, ever. Why is that? Your copy is what sells the ebook. I mean, literally, the headline of your ebook is the most important thing ever. And you really need to put a lot of effort into an ebook, because what I don't want you to happen is you're really putting a lot of effort into an ebook, but then it doesn't sell, right? So let's run a quick experiment. Let's say you just got a puppy and you want to train him to heel. So what do you think about this headline right here? Heel Training 101. It's boring as hell, right? I mean, would you buy this ebook? No, of course not. Now, get this one. Teach your Labradoodle puppy to heel in 4 weeks or less without using a shock collar, even if you have tried everything else and failed. No experience required. Do you see this enormous difference? I mean, what is the difference here, right? Let's go through this. First of all, you have a specific audience, Labradoodle puppies, right? The end goal for the user, the transformation, is the dog to heel. It's time bound, another really big key. You see results in 4 weeks or less. I mean, who wouldn't like to be done earlier, right? And as a customer, you want to really know when to expect results. This is really key. Then the other big piece in this headline that I love is the concerns without using a shock collar. And the other piece is objections, right? Like you're addressing the objections. I don't have any experience and I tried everything before and you failed, but this one will work for you. So before you finish reading the headline, your objection gets just thrown out of the window and you're way more likely to purchase this book. Do you see what a difference this makes? Literally, I can make an entire video just about the importance of copy for your side hustle. It's the number one thing that's so underestimated. Maybe I should. Let me know in the comments below. If you want to, I can create like a copywriting masterclass. But let me know in the comments below. For my ebook, I changed one word from checklist to roadmap and I doubled my sales. Wild. Like literally one word and I doubled my sales. That is really where I realized one word can make or break your business. And that's why copy is just so key. I really can't stress it enough. If you want some great copywriting headlines, I created a quick copywriting guide for you with some different templates so you can really literally just plug and play and put in your topic. Plus, because I like to over-deliver, I also put in a link of the best book I read on copywriting, and it's a complete game changer. Now, let's go over to step 3, the roadmap. How do you solve the problem? So, we identified the problem, the what. We know that the title of the ebook will really make or break your business. And now we really need to figure out the how, right? How does your customer get from where they are now to where they want to go? That's really the key. The best way to think about it is to really create a framework and structure the overarching steps to get there, right? So think about it right now. What are 5 simple steps to get from A to B? To go from where they are now to where they want to be. The framework that I have is really, really simple. I call it the BF framework, right? How do you get from working in a 9-to-5 to becoming an entrepreneur, right? How do you gradually get there? So for me, it's the BF framework. It's the base, fans, brand, fit, business, and funnel. I'll have a video that actually runs you through all of these steps in more detail on how you can turn your passion into a business, and I'll make sure to link it here once it's up. So what are your few simple steps that you took to get to where you're now? And just write them down and think about maybe you can exchange letters so that you have a really cool framework that makes a lot of sense. Perfect. Then the last step, step number 4, is to open up a Word document or your notes or whatever you use and figure out what you want to say for each of these different steps. So what I learned from Dean Graziosi is that he uses a framework for this next part. It's called Hook, Story, Teach, and I absolutely love it. For each of the different steps of your framework, make the first sentence very catchy, similar to what we talked about in the headline, and then you tell your own story because people remember stories, and then you end by giving a practical advice on how to do it. And this is literally it. This is how you get started. At the moment, I'm working on how you can create the ebook in Canva and how you sell it. And once these videos are uploaded, you will see them right here. And in the meantime, make sure to follow me if you want to learn more about personal and financial freedom. Hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments below.